Hello and welcome to this recorded video from a Zoom session of Ageless Mobility Yoga. This is primarily for the people who were at the session and also for the people who come to my classes and who can't right now. So get yourselves into Shavasana, take some time, pause the video for a bit and then
I want you to
enjoy.
begin, first of all, as soon as you get yourself in Shavasana with your legs out, feet flopping to the side, noticing how you can let everything go like this, and even more so as we continue. So first, for a moment, I want you to take a little head roll, and I want you to gently roll your head from side to side, observing the sensations and the differences, and then finding somewhere to bring your head to rest, but noticing if there's any anomalies, just rolling, and then eventually bring your head to rest, center, and feeling the sense of your moving your chin up and down a little bit as you pay attention to the muscles from the bottom of the skull just towards the shoulders, and notice when your neck feels most aligned with a gentle curve. Obviously that's there, but feeling this sense of freedom in the neck. And moving your attention down to your shoulders now. Sense the shoulders against the mat, and just notice if you want to lift them a little and bring them. Feeling the sensation of the shoulders against the back of the mat. And also noticing now the feeling in the shoulders and moving into the middle back, behind the chest, and noticing the sensations in the shoulders and this area of your breathing. Just feeling the rise and fall and the connection particularly to the mat and how it changes with the inhale and exhale. Every time letting the shoulders soften a little, letting the upper back sink into the ground. And then bringing your attention to the ribs, the front of your body and the ribs going round to the back. And the awareness of the lungs and the heart a little to the left, just in front of the lungs, which wrap over the heart a little. And again, notice the sensation of breathing on your torso as you inhale and exhale. And every breath, an opportunity to expand a little with the inhale and to come back and return to the embrace of gravity with the exhale. And drawing your attention down to the pelvis now, to the area of the sacrum, the end of the vertebra, the vertebral spine, and the tailbone. Just becoming aware of their presence and the sensation of the buttocks on the ground. And how again, as you focus your breathing with attention on this area, noticing the sensations of the earth embrace on the exhale, and the sense of opening, expanding, lightening on the inhale. And then sensing your attention divide now as you come to the legs, the top of both legs, left and right, the attachment of the thigh bone, the femur, into this socket in the hip structure. And the sensation of that bone connecting to the knee bone, connecting to the ankle bone, and all around the sinews and muscles of the leg. So breathing now with awareness on both legs, left and right. Every breath an opportunity to sink even deeper into the connection with the ground. And then starting now with the sensation of the whole body and your attention coming to the top of the head, and if your arms are opened out a little bit away from the body and the legs are opened out, then from the top of the right side of the head, imagine that there's a white page beneath you and that there's someone drawing a line to match the edge of your body but a little away from it. So you feel this sensation of moving from the right side down by the ears, the neck, the shoulders, the arms, fingertips, inner arms, underarms, right side of the body, right side of the hips, thighs, knees, ankles, feet. And then bringing that imaginary pencil around the feet there and onto the inside of the right leg, as if there were a movement that you can sense now, a drawing of a line along the outside of the right, the inside of the right foot, the right ankle, the inner side of the leg, all the way up and crossing over down the inside of the left leg, left knee, left lower leg, left ankle, left foot, and coming round to the outside of the foot, all the way up the left side of the leg, left ankle, left lower leg, left knee, left thigh, left hip, left torso, left underarm, left inner arm, all the way down to the fingers and up again to the outside of the left hand, left elbow, left arm, shoulders. And take a moment or two, a couple of breaths here. And we're just going to focus our attention as you breathe, feeling the sensation of the breath coming in through the nose, all the way down, even deeper into the belly, or the movement of the belly as the result of the expansion of the lungs, and the sensation of letting it go all the way up again. And moving your attention now to the right side of the body, can you breathe with your focus on the right side of your body? And then shifting back to center, shifting your attention to the left, and breathing with your focus on the left side of your body. And then once again, returning to the awareness of your breath, the sensation of your body on the mat. Maybe you can feel the sensations of the clothes on your skin, even the hair on your head. And beginning now using your breath to inhale and take in energy as you begin to wake up and open out and do any stretches that you need to do, a free flow stretch, which will finish off with bringing your knees into your chest and coming back down into Savasana. So just take a few moments now with your free flow stretching. Okay, so coming back down now into Shavasana with your legs, just open a little, and you're going to take your hands and you're going to open your elbows, and I explained a little earlier, but I'm not sure everyone was here, or you're going to bring your hands with the palms down underneath the lumbar curve on your back. So just locate your hands there, and the palm should be pressing down on the ground or feeling the sensation of the ground. Let the shoulders soften. And we're going to do what I call kind core movements here. So the idea is that we take an inhale, and then on the exhale, we press our body into the ground. So just take a moment feeling that. So inhaling and exhaling, feel the upper torso pressing into the ground. So you can, using your muscles of your tummy and everything, press your body into the ground. Okay. So we're going to take an inhale now, and on the exhale, as you press your body into the ground, you're going to lift your elbows an inch or less than an inch above the ground at the same time as you lift your neck. So you inhale, as you exhale, press into the ground, press into those hands and lift the elbows slightly and lift the neck, but not the whole of the shoulders, just the neck to the top of the shoulders. Hold it and let go. So we're going to take another one of those together. So taking a deep inhale. On the exhale, begin to press your body against the ground, lifting the elbows a little bit, just a little bit, and the neck. As you press the body into the ground, hold and let go. So do more of those on your own so you're able to feel the sensation of what that's like. Lovely. That's right. It's quite minimal movement of the neck. You're not trying to do anything drastic like crunchies. Okay, that's lovely. And just let your body settle down to the ground now. And we're still going to keep the legs straight. Bring the arms out from underneath and placing the arms down by your side. You can actually have them up in cactus or V or down by your side for stability. Okay, we're going to do some leg lifts here, and the simple leg lifts are going to be, you'll be inhaling. On the exhale, you flex the ankle and bring the leg foot up towards you and bring it down with a point. So inhaling to prepare, exhaling, lifting that leg, flexing the ankle, bringing it all the way, the leg all the way up, and then coming down, pointing the leg. So you have a rhythm where you're lifting and flexing, downing and pointing. So do that 3 times, lift and flex, down and point. As I said, you can bend the other knee if you need to. When you've done the 3rd time, come to rest. We're going to do the other leg. Again with the other leg. Lifting, pointing as you come down, lifting as you come up, pointing, really pointing as you come down. And do that 3 more times. And when you come down, bring your knees bent, feet flat on the floor. And you'll still be lying down. And we're going to go into windscreen wipers. So moving your feet out to the side of the mat. So just edging them out to the side. And you know how that goes. We're going to do some free flow dynamic on your own. So you inhale and you use the exhale to come down very slowly. If you're a fast person, come down slowly to one side. Do it on your own. So you exhale as you come down. Feel the sensation in the outer hip of the knee that's moving towards the ankle. You always take an inhale to come back up to top and an exhale to come down on the other side. So really what you're doing here is you are using your breath to move from side to side, bringing both knees down, that's right. Your back staying flat on the ground. One hip may come off the ground, of course, as the knee goes down. And then come up to center. And come down on, take an inhale, come down onto the left-hand side. And you know now, just come as far as you can and then gently lift up the leg, the underneath leg, and put it on top of the leg of the other leg, and allow yourself to feel that through the breath. Inhaling and exhaling, noticing this leg is now being used as a lever to pull the knee down. Only go. If this feels uncomfortable, come out again and just stay there in a static. And then gently lift the top knee so that you can disengage the leg easily and come back to center. And you're inhaling from the center and down to the other side, same thing. We're going to lift the leg and bring it, the foot, and bring it on the other knee. And just notice the sensations in your body, the stretches, where they are. Keep the foot flexed, both feet flexed to prevent any damage to the knee. And then to come out of this, you're going to lift the top knee a little so it's easier to disengage and bring it down to the floor, the foot down to the floor, bring both knees up to center. Okay. And we're going to go into a bridge pose from here. So we're going to do some dynamic bridges. And, oh, sorry, before we do that, we're going to just do a twist here. Better to do the twist before the bridge. So bringing your knees either feet close together and your knees together. Your arms can be out to the side with the palms flat. They can be in the cactus or in a V shape. Okay, so find which one you like best. So you can either bring the feet together and the knees together, and then inhale, just come down over onto one side, keeping the knees and the feet together, and turn your head away from the knees as you twist and stay there. Or you can cross over the leg. So if you cross one leg over another, it's the underneath leg, the side that you go down on. And again, feeling that sensation, slightly different, more of an outer hip feeling, but also a twist. So choose the twist you want to do and come down on one side. And turning the head away from the knee. Just hold it there. As you breathe, allow yourself to feel into the experience, maybe letting go a little more. And before you come up, pull in those belly muscles and come up. The belly muscles are protecting you. Uncross your legs if your legs were crossed. Come up to center, bring the knees into the chest. Just a little bit, feet down again. And then choose the same kind of twist to the other side, either legs crossed or knees together, feet together. Inhaling, exhaling, coming down, keeping those knees and feet together as you twist. Or if you're crossing your legs, you don't have to do that. And then allowing the breath to enable you to feel the sensation of the twist. And again, before you come up, just pulling in those belly muscles and very gently bringing yourself up to center. Take a moment there. Bring your hands flat down by your side and walk the feet out until the heels are in line with the hip bones, like the sitting bones, not the outside of your hips. Okay. And bring the feet the heels as close to your bottom as feels comfortable. Okay. And we're going to do a bridge here, a dynamic bridge, but it's going to be held for a little bit. And what we're going to do is we're going to use the inhale to prepare, exhale to move, inhale at the top, exhale to come down. But we're going to pull those lower belly muscles in and up. We're going to tighten the muscles above that in the abdomen. Take in a breath, and then when we exhale to push up, we're going to tighten the glutes before we start pushing. And we're going to like move that tailbone as if it were moving towards the knees, thus lifting the body, but also keeping the glutes, the muscles on the side tight. Okay. And just hold it as you come up. Take a deep breath in. Come down slowly from the top, from the shoulders against the mat. Again, the tailbone pulling away, those muscles kept in. Tailbone pulling away as if resisting, all the way down until tailbone simply has to come down and you feel that release and let go as the tailbone, as the pelvis slips into a neutral position where it feels most comfortable. So we're going to try another one of those. So this time we're going to hold it for a little bit longer. So you're going to inhale to prepare, lower belly muscles, the ones above that, hands flat on the ground, tighten the glutes. You have to tighten up the buttock muscles on the side and pushing up and get to a place where it feels comfortable. And keep those glutes tight now, hold them tight as you hold it there. Come down whenever you want to, hold it a little longer if you want. And remember, as you come down, peeling that back down onto the floor from the middle back down, always pushing the tailbone away as you're stretching it to come down. So do one more of those. And this time we're going to just come up, hold it at the top. Tighten those glutes. And coming down slowly. Bring the knees into the chest. When you're ready, roll around, hands capping the knees, just rolling around, feeling the spine being massaged. And you can either come down onto your right hand side and bring your arms down and come up, or you can rock up to sitting. Here we go. Welcome everybody. Okay, so we're going to, you can either sit with your legs like this or with the legs crossed. And this pose here where you can bring the heel into the center and the other heel out if that works for you. So it's like the heels are lined up. Now I notice that I like to use something underneath me here, and I didn't put a block there, so I'm going to get one. So if you need to find something to put underneath your bum, because I'm also having trouble with my lower back now. It seems to have seized up again, despite all my exercises to straighten it up. Okay, so sitting down, I'm going to sit like this because it's more comfortable for me right now. Or actually like that, or like that. No way is comfortable. Okay, so we're going to do some side stretches, and we're going to do them with our hands behind our head. Okay, so clasping your hands behind your head. Okay, and we're going to take an inhale, and on the exhale, pull the lower belly muscles in. Okay, and exhale to the side, keeping the arms opening wide. So it might be easy to do this, but keep the arms open wide. Coming down. And coming back up again. Take an inhale, arms open wide, and down to the side again. Go down as far as you want. I'm not going too far because my back. Inhaling up and come back down. So we're going to take a bit of a free flow move now with our side bend, as we usually do. I use this quite a lot. So hands down flat, and we're going to turn the palms up, inhale up, just mirror me if you want, until you get to the top, and then begin to bring the arm back and slowly feel as if you're stretching from this hip up to here. So you're not trying to go down too much at the waist here, because that's a lift on the lower back, but really feeling as if you can go. And now I want you to sort of like just move around, move your arm, mobilize the arm. In any way that you can move it backwards, opening out the fascia there, reaching deeper into the body, really mobilizing that arm and bringing it down, back down when you're ready. And we're going to do that with the other side, turning your palm over, pulling the shoulders back, inhaling up, keeping the arm back and stretching. So the stretch is coming from here to here. Use that hand to support you so you don't lean over too far. And then again, free flow with this arm, flowing it around, really enjoying the freedom, reaching back, reaching. Don't go too far and don't go too fast, because you could pull something. So you need to be very mindful of your own personal reaches. Whatever you feel to do, that's lovely. Okay, great. So coming back to rest, bring your hand onto your knees. And we're just going to take a moment here to breathe. So close the eyes and feeling the seat rooted into the ground, the head lifting up, feeling length, the belly all the way up to the head, shoulders letting go. And just take in 3 deep breaths, counting the breaths like this: in 1, out 1. So you're going 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. So focus breathing. And we're ready to go into cat-cow, but we're not coming onto our hands and knees. We're going to do it like this. So you've got 2 hands out in the front, okay? One hand, the back of the hand goes into the palm of the other. Pull your shoulders back. You take an inhale. This is the one where we're folding, arching the back, okay? And this one is where we inhale and open the chest, okay? So this is exhale. So inhaling now, pulling the hands back. So I'll wait till you all get here. This is the, just, I think you can probably do this on your own. So you inhale, you widen those palms, just widen the fingers out, feel the opening here, and as you breathe out, folding everything forward, reaching, 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 pulling the belly muscles in and up, and just going back and forth, inhaling and exhaling, and changing the hand that goes in front every time. Okay, lovely cat-cows. All right. And so now we're just going to do a little bit of work with our shoulders here. So bring your fingers to your shoulders, and we're going to make circles with the shoulders, using your breath gently. So you can feel the circles, the shoulders turning, going the other way now, elbows coming forward. Bring the elbows into the center, opening them out. 2 more times like this. And 1 more time, going back, opening out and coming round. Okay, lovely. And now we're going to come onto our hands and knees, and we're going to do a little balance here. Okay, So I want you to pay attention to, this is one of the mistakes people make with this, is they try to lift the leg up too high. So we're not trying to lift the leg up too high at the expense of the hips balancing. So it's very much like Warrior 3. You've done this before. So you'll come into the all fours position, okay, with your palms spread out, pressing into the ground, the knees lined up with the hips. Okay, and then you're going to step one foot back like that. So I'm just doing it on this side, and really straighten it. You can do a bit of a calf stretch there if you want. And you're going to tighten up that leg all the way to the glutes and lift it up, and then level your pelvis. Okay, so you've got to level the pelvis. So if you lift it up too high, you'll be turning to the side. We want to keep the pelvis level with that foot pushed out, and then lift the other hand, the opposite hand, and reach forward, fingers pointing forward as you push that back foot out, flexing the ankle. Hold that. Come down, bring your elbow in and bring your knee towards your chin and your elbow into your tummy. And we're going to go back out again, leveling the hips, keeping that foot flexed, reaching, pulling the tummy muscles in, and elbow back in, knee in, and one more time pushing out, keeping those hips flexed all the time, never lifting the leg too high, reaching, pushing with your foot, and come down, open your knees wide, come down into a child pose. So you come, bring the toes together, come into the child pose. Take a moment here. You can put fists under your head, or you can reach your hands out. Just take 3 breaths here in child. Let go. Feel the easing of the spine. In the center of the spine, the neck pulling away with every breath. At the same time as the tailbone pulls away. And then come up onto your hands and knees again. And we're going to do it on the other side. I'm only turning around so you can see. So again, getting your all fours position here, fingers planted in the ground. One leg back, bit of a calf stretch here. Okay. And we're going to lift the leg. So you can put the foot down with the other leg, or you can have the toes turned under. Lift the leg. Flex that foot, really tighten. So I'm straightening that leg out. Come down with the hips leveled and arm out, fingers pointing. So you're pushing that leg away, the foot away with the arm. Hold it there. You can come down whenever you need to, obviously. Bring the elbow in as you bring the knee bent towards the chest. And then out again. Level the hips. And in again, and out again, level the hips, and come back onto all fours, and open the knees wide, toes together, and come down into child again for another couple of breaths. We're going to come up onto all fours, and we're going to do a little opening out here. So this is going to go from the twist up like this into thread the needle, where you bring the arm through and reach the other hand forward. Okay, so you'll be bringing your arm in just like this, and then lifting it up, and reaching, reaching, reaching. Hold it. And then inhale. And as you exhale, come down, turn the palm upwards as you thread the arm through, bending the other elbow, really threading it through, and then bringing the other hand, crawling forwards. While this one now, you can turn the palm flat. And you can either reach forwards with your head down on the ground and your bottom up in the air. And just hold it there. As you crawl the hands away, just keep crawling the hands away, or gripping or touching with your fingertips. Take 3 breaths like that. And then slowly crawling the front arm back to give you support to lift yourself up and bring the other arm through. And just a quick cat-cow here to realign yourself. Okay, and then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. We're going to be swinging the arm a little bit. So we're lifting the arm up, inhaling, breathing here, really reaching and stretching. And then coming down, take an inhale, as come down on the exhale, bring the arm through, and then we're going to turn the palm to face the ground. Bring it through, turn the palm to face the ground, and then crawl the other hand forwards, keeping yourself fairly upright here, bringing your head to the ground if you can, and reaching, reaching, reaching. And then bringing that back arm, the top arm back a little bit to give you support to come up, pressing down, coming up, and out of that. Okay. So now we're going to come up we're going to use the down dog. Okay, you can do the down dog as the dolphin dog if you don't like to use your wrists. With your hands at right angles here, your arms at right angles there, palms out, your toes are at the back, hips width apart, turned under. If you want dog, inhaling, pull the belly muscles in and press down on the arms, press down on the toes, and lift the bottom up, then let the head hang as you push your arms away. Feel the rotation outwards of the arms, the upper arms. And just hold that, and then whether you're in a regular dog or a dog, come down onto your knees, okay? And you can either, so you're going to press your hands down into the ground, and we're going to do a half plank. So we inhale, and then we come forward onto our arms, pull those belly muscles in and up, okay? So really pulling them up. If you want to do a full plank like this, feel free. Hold it, come back into a regular dog or the dolphin dog. Let the head hang, pull the belly muscles in. And one more time again. You can either come down, inhale, come down to your knees and come into a plank like that. So you're pulling those belly muscles in, pressing into the arms. Or you can lift up, pulling the belly muscles in, okay, and then come back into a dog. Take a moment here walking through the dog, bending your knees, okay, and if you're in the dolphin dog, same thing. If you're in the dolphin dog, you need to come down onto your knees. And then just come up to standing. If you're in the regular dog, you can just walk your feet towards your hands. And then fold and flop. Bend your knees, always bend your knees. Feet about hips width apart. Bend the knees, let your head hang low. Clasp the elbows gently. And just allow yourself time to let go. Bending the knees, letting the head flop. And then bring the hands to the knees, pressing on the thighs, pulling the shoulders back, So you come up very gently and slowly, pressing into the feet, head down still, come up, bring your neck up, and feel yourself standing in mountain pose for a minute. Okay, so here we are. Feet about hips width apart, arms down by your side. And we're going to slightly bend the knees here, very slightly, and we're going to do an upward, lifting our arms upwards. We're going to pull the belly muscles in as we do, okay? So inhaling, pull the belly muscles in, lifting, pressing into our feet with the knees slightly bent, tighten the glutes. Reaching up, let the shoulders go down, reaching up. And then bending the knees and coming down, reaching the arms way out behind you with the knees bent. And again, bending the knees still, coming up, holding those belly muscles in and reaching up, really reaching up. Clasp your wrist. Okay, so just mirror me, clasp this wrist with the other hand. Inhale, and then just twist a little, just fold over to the side a little, pulling that wrist. Come up, clasp the other wrist, we'll fold over to the side, pulling that. And then we're going to bring our arms down by our side here, okay? Really reaching up with the palms down. And we're going to turn slowly, so we're going to keep these shoulders back. So when we turn, we don't want to be doing like that. You want to keep these all the way out, reaching, inhaling, and turning slowly, so you're keeping those arms level only as far as is comfortable. Inhaling back, turning the other way. So keep, not your neck that's turning, it's the body here. Your neck just will follow, doesn't even have to go around much. Okay, and then we're going to bring the arms down for a second, bring them up again, okay, and we're going to come up onto our tiptoes, so tightening up the glutes, belly muscles, pulling the shoulders back onto the tiptoes, hold it on tiptoes, focus on something in front of you, still not moving, bring the arms up, still on tiptoes, clasp the fingers, turn them upwards, still on tiptoes, if you can manage it. If not, that's fine. Go down and come up again, and then unclasping the fingers, come down and come down from tiptoes, and take a fold forwards with the knees bent. And then slowly coming up again into mountain pose. We're going to do a warrior one flow. Most of you know this. It's fairly simple. So feet a little bit aside. We're going to step 1 foot forward. Okay. So 1 foot forward, slightly bend the knee, bring the other foot back. So I like to do this just to get my balance. But so this foot at the back, maybe turned out a little bit. Just get your balance. The more forward facing both your feet are, the more of a balance it is. Okay, so bend the front leg, make sure the knee is over the ankle, no further. Okay, you can do this by standing on the back toes if you want to. I'm not going to do that. Okay, pull your shoulders back and pull those belly muscles in, inhaling up. Okay, keeping that knee bent, tightening up the glutes, reaching. Okay, holding it there in warrior one. Come up on the back if you want to. More of a wobble, more of a balance. And then straightening the front leg, bringing the arms down and folding forwards, keeping the back straight, only as far as you can go with the back straight. Tightening both those legs, leveling the hips. holding it, bending the front knee, coming up again. Okay, and to finish this one, we're going to bring this hand behind our back, okay, so behind our back folded, and reach up, pull the shoulders back, and bring the arms down, come forward, take a moment or two standing in mountain, and we're going to do it on the other side. Okay, so from the other side, the foot comes forward, okay, crawling it forward, that knee's bending and it's no further forward than the ankle, adjusting the back leg if you want to do tiptoes, fine, if you want to keep the foot flat, fine, leveling these hips out, tightening up the glutes, notice that sensation of strength. When you let the glutes go, you're more wobbly. When you tighten them up, you've got a firmer, stronger base. Pulling the belly muscles in, we're going to inhale up, pull the shoulders back, pressing the foot into the ground, inhaling up, reaching, 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 holding it, warrior one. Then straightening that front leg, bringing the arms down, reaching out, and then folding from the hip crease, keeping the legs straight, the neck really reaching away, aligned with the back, keeping both legs straight, hold it, bend the front knee, come up again, adjusting leveling the hips as you come up, tightening those glutes up, belly muscles in, reaching, reaching, reaching. And then you're going to bring this arm down, behind your back, and reach, reach, reach. This is the hero pose. And come down again, bring the feet together. And for an in-between, we're just going to practice a quick Qigong move here, right? So the feet are wider than they would normally be, the knees are very slightly bent, and we've got the arms up in front, and I'll just demonstrate this, it's really simple. So you're smoothing the waters of this lake in front of you, so you push out to the lake, and then you bring your palms down, you make a circle, calming the surface of the water as you come back, bring your arms up again, push, and use your breath, inhale as you come back, push, inhale. So you're not leaning forward too much or stretching your back, you're doing this from an upright position, so pushing here, bring the waters back, exhaling, inhaling. Okay, that's lovely. And we're now going to, yes, that's what we're going to do. We're going to do warrior two into triangle. So just take a few breaths here, okay, with the arms to exercise the arms again. So inhaling, bending the knees, inhale, 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 come down, feel your legs strong, shoulders back. Going to turn this leg out to the side. Traditional warrior two pose, going to bend the knee, pull the knee back, that's rotating out, this is rotating in. Bring yourself round to the front, back arm back first, okay. Front arm forwards, press into that foot, tighten up your glutes, belly muscles in, tailbone going down, checking the alignment of your arms, holding the warrior two like that. Feel this strength, the reaching out. And then straighten that front leg. Bring the back arm behind you. Okay, and then palm forward. Begin to fold down sideways. Okay, you can reach your leg. And as you reach your leg and hold on, pull that shoulder back. Okay, and then if you want to lift the arm into the triangle, reaching out with that top arm, keeping those legs very strong, tightening the glutes, belly muscles. And then to come out of it, bring the top arm down behind your back. Bend the front leg and come up, back into warrior two, back arm first. Come down, come around. And we're going to fold forwards, wide bend, folding from the hip crease so the belly muscles are in, shoulders are back, bending the knees if you need to, bending the knees. You bend the knees to stop yourself folding your back over, and just come down. If you can reach the ground, fine. If you can straighten your legs. You've got room to crawl forwards, crawl forwards. You can use your fists if you don't like to use your wrists, and pushing back, pushing your arms away, really reaching, letting your head go. Or if you want to bend your knees and flop with your arms enveloped at the elbows, that's fine too. So bending the knees, slowly coming up, hands to knees first if you need to. Coming up. Okay. And then we're going to do the other side now, turning out this foot, crawling it forward so we can get a knee bend. The other foot's back, I think the back foot is pointing in. Okay, bringing ourselves around a little bit, as much as we can to face front. Shoulders back, belly muscles in, tighten the glutes, and bring that back arm back. So that you'll support the back arm, this back leg, and then bring the front arm forwards as you turn to look between the two fingers, keeping your arms heel. Belly muscles, shoulders, breath, holding it, and then straightening that front leg, bringing this back hand behind you, bringing the arm down. Okay, as you turn your chest to the front, and then if you want to, raising the arm to create the triangle, looking up at the hand if that works for you. If you're very strong on the legs here, you can take your hands away and just reach them. And then bringing that back arm down, bending the knee slightly, come up again, back into the warrior two. And bring the arms down, turn the feet round to the front, and just take a forward flop, just flopping this time, elbows, letting your head go. Okay, and then coming up slowly with the knees bent, inching your feet together. Okay, coming back into mountain. Let's take a moment in mountain here now. So let's feel the mountain pose, pressing your feet into the ground. Feel the four corners of the feet pressing into the ground, adjusting, just going back a little bit on your heels, coming forward on your toes, back and forth, finding the place of perfect balance for you. Closing the eyes, letting the hands hang down. Feel as if the head is lifting up, tailbone is pulling down a little. And we're going to begin from here, some of the balance moves, okay. So, the first balance one we're going to do is this one here. So we're going to practice, first of all, we're just going to practice a little marching thing to coordinate the balance. So like this. Okay, lift up the leg. Okay, so that's all you're doing is marching, tapping the opposite knee. Okay, come back down, and then we're going to bring this knee across. Okay, this arm, the opposite arm in the middle, and the same arm over the top. So like this. Keep the belly muscle strong, and you can move from side to side now, slowly. The slower you move, the harder it is. That's the challenge of the balance. So trying to align your hands. The more you stretch one hand, the more the other one goes. And back down again. And we're going to come into our balance practice, the one we normally do. Okay, so feet a little bit apart, hands together in prayer, pressing in. Okay, lovely. And we're going to do 2 to the front, 2 to the side, 2 to the back. Okay, so I'm going to hold them for a little bit. Inhale, exhale, belly muscles in, arms out, flex those arms, bring the foot forward, tighten up this standing leg, come onto it and flex that foot as you lift it and count 1, 2, 3, 4, and down again. Okay, once more. Inhale, press the fingers together, inhale, reach the arms out as you exhale, foot forward, continue to breathe normally now, tighten the leg all the way up, flexed foot and lift, 1, 2, 3, 4, it's the belly muscles, the look, and the arms come down again. Now out to the side, so inhale, press those arms out, reach the foot out, tighten it, come onto the standing leg, lift the foot, flex the foot, and come back again. So inhale, belly muscles in, everything tightened up, press out. As you exhale, foot out to the side, lift the foot, keep that foot very tight, foot flexed. You can really use the arms pushing out to keep you up there. That's lovely. Come back down again. Wonderful, everybody. Okay, that I can see. And we're going to go to the back now. So inhale. And again, belly muscles in, tighten. We're really keeping this core strong here. Everything tightened up. And foot back onto the standing leg. Tighten up this leg here, all the way back. And then lift with the foot flexed. You're not lifting it very much. 3, 4, and back down again. Lovely. Okay. So when you're doing this one here, you're not kind of coming forward like that. You're really trying to lift this leg while standing up straight. There's only so far you can go with that, standing up fairly straight. So onto the other side now. Take an inhale. Have we do another one at the back? Yes, do another one more at the back on the other side. So inhale. And belly muscles in, same leg we were using before, foot back. Okay, flex the leg, tighten it up, flex the foot, and lovely, and back again. Just a few breaths to swap over. And down again, and onto the other side now. We're going to the same thing. Inhale, belly muscles in, everything tight here, pushing out, foot to the front, come onto the standing leg, tighten up this leg, lift, count, 1, 2, 3, 4. As I press up on my standing leg and push those arms out, I feel even stronger, and come down again. So same thing again, to the front. Inhale, arms out, leg forward, Tighten up the standing leg, flex that ankle, lift. Pushing the arms and back down again. Out to the side, inhale, belly muscles in, out, pushing those arms out onto the standing leg, tighten that up, out to the side, flex and lift, and down again. Okay, same thing again, onto the side, press your arms out. I'm not going to do this because my back's hurting now. Bring the leg out, flex the foot, okay, and lift it. I'm going to try, and just a little bit, lift it. Actually, that's okay. Tightening up everything down here, pushing and come back in again. Same thing at the back now. You're going to inhale, bring those belly muscles in, arms out to the side, step the foot back, feel the hips level as well. Flex the foot, lift, flex. See, I'm standing up quite straight here, and back down again. So the same thing again on that side. Inhale, belly muscles in, arms out, pushing those arms like supports, balancing you, leg back, level the hips, lift, and hold, 2, 3, 4, and down. Okay, so we're going to, it's hard to do the balance here via Zoom just because of the way that we used to do balance in the class, and I'm not sure how many of you can access the wall or whatever it is, so however easy it is. But I would recommend that everybody gets hold of a block. They're really, I mean, they're not that expensive, these ones here. Oh look, they've got cork ones here now too. You can't see them, I'm just bringing them over. They've got these cork bricks, which are very nice, okay? Or these regular foam ones. I just bought 2 for £7 recently, like this. And, you know, these are expensive but good, these cork ones. So I'm not assuming that all of you have got something, so I just want to make sure that if, you know, for your own benefit, if you can afford it, it's just a small investment, and it's such a useful thing to have. It really enhances what you can do with the yoga. Okay. Yes, Mary, 10 out of 10. You got 2 of them. And Carol, yes, and Sue, and Nicole, and Francis. No, you haven't got one. Okay. So we're going to do a tree flow. Again, a sort of this Joker thing falling down. So we're going to come, let's do with the Joker first. Okay, so bring the foot forward. Okay. And waving your arms about. Ha, ha, ha. Come onto that foot and just wave around and notice how you can stay balanced or have to come down to balance or whatever. So playing around with that. Okay, so this ability to use all our body to maintain our balance. Other foot forward. Okay. This works better if we're in a group and we're all laughing. We can all hear it. So one more time, trying that. Coming down again. Okay, lovely. So the tree flow, we did this last week, very simple. You're going to bring your arms out like the branches of the tree. Okay, so they're out first. Come onto the standing leg, tighten up here. Okay, lift this leg up onto tiptoe, then open it out and hold it there. And then wave your arms around a little bit. So you're like the tree, trying to balance in the wind. You have to press into that standing leg, pull the belly muscles in to stay upright. Lovely, and come down again. So onto the other leg, same thing. Come onto your tippy toe, sort of thing. Here. Arms out behind you. The reason I bring the arms out behind is because I actually get distracted when I'm in a tree doing this, and I have to bring the arms out behind me. So bring them out first, come up with the leg, opening out, try to open out your knee, okay, and then waving the arms around, really focusing on keeping that standing leg in good condition, balancing. How wide can you open your tree? and come down gracefully. Okay, so I'm going to move into a warrior three for those of you that want to have a go doing this. I like to use a block. Otherwise, you can, to do the warrior three without the block, you're coming forward like we were practicing with the warrior one. Come forward. Here's the first version, the easier one that I like. So opening knees right here. Come forward onto that knee, level the hips, okay? And you're going to, as we've been practicing and many of the things we've done today, keep that foot flexed, lift it, keep your arms down like wings here to balance you. You can also bring them out to the side. Only bring your leg up as far as you can keep the hip balanced. So have a go at doing that. That's lovely, I can see a couple of you. Okay. And the idea is to, then, you know, obviously there's the warrior three. Really, to me, these poses are no longer sacrosanct anymore. It's not that we have to do three like this, so we can make the shape and be wonderful at doing it. It's a nice pose. If you want to do that one, have a go at doing that. So literally you're coming forward, coming onto the standing leg with the knees slightly bent, leveling the hips, coming up, lifting that leg, tightening it like we did before in our balance practice, leveling the hips, bringing out the arms and holding it if you want to. Okay, lovely. Now try it on the other side. Okay, the other leg. Have you done it on? I can't remember now. There's nobody here to say yes. You've done it, haven't done it on the other side. Do it on the other side. Thank you, Carol. Okay. So coming onto the other leg. Again, you can do whichever one you want. Just this one. I like this aeroplane one, actually. This is very good for strengthening the core, that aeroplane one, keeping the arms out. So again, pulling in those belly muscles all the time with any balance. Lovely. So if you have got a block, if not, keep practicing your warrior threes. If you have got a block and you want to do this one, so you've got your block here, you hold on to it, you're going to bring your foot forward, bend the knee, going to come down onto the block, the leg, putting that foot out like we've been practicing all the way, maybe coming up to here. Like this, maybe opening out, bringing the chest round, the half moon, if you have a block. I can't see you to help you much here. Obviously, I wouldn't be able to anyway, because I can't come over and give you a little adjustment or something. So yeah, so trying that, this half moon pose, and you can do this with 2 blocks if you want. Although no, this is the warrior 3 you do with 2 blocks. So yes, if you feel more comfortable, you can come onto it. Okay, use the block and then tighten up that leg and then slowly come around, opening out. Okay, so coming back, you've played around with your balance a little bit. Let's just finish off the balance with a little bit of energy yoga, okay? So we're just going to keep our energy yoga going. So the 3 fingers here tapping, okay, 2 fingers and the thumb in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth, like this. tapping all the way here, feeling that energizing. Okay, tapping under the arms where all those lymph glands are. Okay, I can feel some sore spots there, so I'm tapping into them. And the other one, again, don't tap too hard so you hurt yourself, but you will feel sore spots. It's lymph needing to be moved around. So they say round under here, sort of this level here, just below the top of the chest, sternum, coming down into the groin area. Bend your knees slightly if you want to. Tapping there. Okay, and we're going to inhale up. I'm going to crisscross as we come down. And then bring the hands inside our feet, all the way up the inside of our body, all the way up, out to the top. Bring this hand up inside the arm, this one up inside the arm, and hands on the feet, on the head, like those little, like claws like this, just moving. You can feel the skin of the scalp moving against what's inside, really loosening that up, creating space there, and the ears as well. I'm not going to do that. I'm just about to use my microphone because I forget I've got one. But you're going to pull on those ears, okay? Pulling the ears, both sides, on the outer edges of the ears, just pulling, squeezing and pulling, but really squeezing it so you're kind of getting blood flow there. Let me just readjust my microphone. Okay, that's lovely. Okay, so take a moment here, standing up, and we're going to slowly come down to the ground. If you want to do a squat, okay, just opening the legs wide. Now, I find it quite hard to come down like this. That may work for you. What I do is, I come down like this, okay, so I've got like a sumo squat. My bottom's out, like that, so the bottom's out. Then I reach down to the ground and bend my knees even more, and then I can come down, adjusting my legs so that I can come down into a comfortable squat. And there you go. So if you can want to do that squat, elbows in, arms in, hands into prayer. And if not, just come down and sit on your back with your legs sit on your bottom with your legs in front of you, straight, and lift yourself up. Okay, so take a few moments here. And we're going to come down on the ground, those in squat, bottom to the ground, okay, stretching the legs out. And we're going to do a little forward fold here. So we're going to bend one knee. So you've got your legs stretched out. Okay, bend one knee, bring the foot into the thigh. Okay, bring the knee down, and then we're going to inhale. And we're going to turn towards that foot, and keeping our hands behind our back. Okay, we're going to fold forwards, with our nose pointing towards the foot, our mouth pointing towards our big toe. So really our chin is scraping as if we were above the level of our legs. So we're not down like this, we've got the whole thing lined up. And then slowly you might be able to bring your hands forward to your thighs, or reaching a little further forwards, always flexing this foot. Forward fold. Okay. And then bring this arm out, bring it behind your back. Okay. And then slowly bring your chest to the front, elbow back at the back, and bring your arm, palms up against the inside of the leg, wherever you come to. And come up slowly round to center. So I'm going to do that on the other side now. So just shake the legs out a bit. Bring this foot up to bent, knee bent, foot in to the thigh. Okay. Again, flexing this leg. This leg is active, foot's flexed. And we're going to turn towards that foot. Okay, hands behind us with the fingers like this. So we can turn towards that. We're going to bend towards that foot, using our fingers to keep that back aligned. So our nose, really mouth going towards the big toe. Think of your mouth lining up with your big toe. If it goes too low, up again. And as far as you go, come forwards with your hands and bring them to your thighs or your knees. And fold forwards a little more. And then bring this arm behind you. Okay, so you're bending it, bring it behind your back, pulling that shoulder back, turning the other arm with the palm facing up and the elbow inside the leg, and just using that as leverage to twist yourself away, open out. Lovely. And come back to center gently. Bring your legs out, shake them about a bit. Okay, and we're going to come into lying on our backs. If you've got your block, have it ready to do a little pontoon, as we call it, the low bridge. So you're going to come down onto your back, slowly peeling down, okay? I'm not going to lie on my back because of my microphone. And what you're going to do is come into the feet, knees bent, feet flat on the floor. And you're going to come into a bridge. And you're going to lift yourself up so you can put the block under your sacrum nice and comfortably, okay? Settle your shoulders and then bring one leg out and then the other for a nice chest opener. You've got legs, your hands can be in any form you want, the cactus or the V at the top. If you have a V at the top and your arms don't reach the ground, have something underneath them if you really want to do it like that, or else bring them to cactus, or else just have them out by your sides or down by your sides, wherever you feel most comfortable. And let the legs flop out. So you're straightening your legs out now to the edges of the mat, letting the feet flop. And what we're doing here is really opening the chest as well as allowing the psoas to extend, that muscle from under the ribs going down up towards the thigh. It's the only muscle that crosses the top to the bottom fully intact. And this is a lovely way of releasing it. Really sinking in. Sense of that lengthening and the release of the psoas muscle when you think about how you sit frequently, run, walk. That psoas muscle is very rarely ever in this beautiful position, letting it release. And then very slowly bringing your feet back, knees bent, feet flat on the floor, gently lift up into the bridge so that you can remove your block safely and come down into Shavasana and ready for your final relaxation. So opening the feet out, the legs out, really getting yourself settled. So lying down, letting your whole body sink into the ground. And just letting go. Beginning to breathe normally now. And feeling the welcoming embrace of gravity and the earth deep down from wherever you are, be it on the 4th or 5th floor or on the ground, knowing that you can reach all the way down into the earth and feel that connection. Allowing your body to soften into the ground. Integrating the moves that you've done. Just allowing your eyelids to soften over your eyes, your mouth maybe loosen, the teeth a little gap between them, the tongue sitting gently in the mouth, the shoulders resting into the ground, the back body sinking into the ground. Any thoughts that come with an inhale, gather them up, and with the exhale, allow them to just go out through the back of your head into the ground, long forgotten. Exhale, let go. And beginning slowly to bring your focus attention to the area just below your belly button and breathing with awareness of that area, the center point. Often if you're coming off balance, you can bring your mind's eye's attention to that center point and brings you back in. Or martial arts people use that. They keep their mind focused on awareness of just 2 inches below the navel, so it grounds them. So taking a few moments now to feel the energy moving into your arms, into your legs, into your toes, maybe shaking your legs a little bit and doing what it needs to stretch and to wake up. So knees into the chest if you want to roll around and feel that spine massage, lifting your arms, stretching, and ending up with the knees into the chest. And coming down onto your right-hand side before you come up to sitting. So come down onto your right-hand side. Take a flop there, really flop, let go. And then slowly using the top arm to support you, straightening that front leg, come up, winding round slowly up into sitting. Finding yourself in a comfortable position. And we're going to do a little bit of breathing, just a minute's breathing, getting yourself settled. Lovely. Okie dokie. So, starting with the breathing, what should we do today? Let's do the regular alternative nostril breathing, where we have the 2 fingers on the forehead. We've got the thumb on one nostril, just at the top, not down here holding it, but just there. Some people said where you press on the child's nose to stop a blood in the nosebleed, to stop the flow. So it's just above there, not right. So here. So that thumb pressing there, okay. Fingers here just for comfort, and you can use these 2 fingers to close and open the other nostril. So we're going to inhale through the left nostril now. So sitting up straight, rooting your sitting bones down. Take an inhale through the left, pressing the close the right nostril. Inhale through the left, close the left, exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Stop, close the right, exhale through the left. So if you know this practice, continue doing it on your own, ignoring my words. If you want to go along with me, inhale through the left with the right closed. Close the left. Inhale, exhale through the right. Inhale right. Close right. Exhale left. So continue doing that now on your own. And then come to rest. Bring your hands either onto your knees or in a cup shape, one hand with each other, closing the eyes. And just taking a moment or two to breathe and feel the sensation of yourself rooted into the ground, the silence as you just follow your breath. And then slowly opening the arms out, opening the eyes. We're going to do an inhale up with the arms. Bring them into prayer position. And if you want to sing one Om along with me, that's fine. You're all muted. I'm going to sing it elbows down. Inhale. And opening the eyes. Namaste, everyone. Namaste.
Thank you for joining me. I hope you stay well and safe.